Maybe one of these days I'll actually wash my hair before filming a video. Hey guys, this is Paxton at One of Us is Teaching, and here's some old classroom setup footage. Last year, when I tried to do YouTube for the first time, I posted only one classroom setup video. I couldn't find any footage from my second day when I tried to make my next video. I had it, I uploaded it into my computer. I'm pretty sure I even made most of the video, and then I couldn't find it. It was gone. Who knows? But so then that kind of discouraged me from continuing to film the rest of my setup, and then COVID, and so whatever. So I'm trying YouTube again. I mentioned that in my last video, which was a classroom haul. So if you missed that, I will link it below so you can check that out. And I will also try to remember to link my classroom setup day one from last summer below as well. That's what happens before some of the footage you will see in this video, because I found some of that footage. I was going to make just a video with some of the pictures I have of how my classroom looked in September of 2020 and kind of voice over talking about them. And so that'll be at the end of this video. But because I found some of that footage stowed away on my computer, I will be including some of that first. So here's some of that. So I made it to my classroom, as you can see, and all of this nonsense is my task for today. But I wanted to go ahead and give a quick overview of what my room looks like right now. So we'll do that quick and then I'll get started. So already when you walk in, there's something new and different from the last time I was here. They put up my smartboard, which actually sort of just looks like a super giant TV. So I hope it is actually smart and, you know, I can touch it and whatnot. So that smart TV board thing, it is touch screen, it's touchable, but it is not a smart board. The quality is great for presenting and displaying things. It's beautiful. As my dog has found a lovely squeak toy. Can you hear him? Let's go take that from him real quick. Found the culprit. All right. So yeah, that board is not a smart board. I can write on it, but like moving things around like you can on a smart board, like manipulating things, isn't really that easy, but it is what it is. We will see. My desk and all this nonsense that I need to figure out how I want it organized, but as you can see, the plugs for like my computer and to project and everything are right there. All of my stuff I have to unpack and organize on top of all of these student desks. I really do think I'm going to be getting rid of these pieces of furniture because I really don't think I want them. And then all of my storage back here. And if you remember from the last video, 2 shelves in this guy, so like this much. All of this and all of these cupboards are absolutely full to the brim of books. So there's that. So it is a slow and sweaty process today. Still super hot in my classroom. Need to figure out how to open one of these windows, but they're super hard, and also all my desks and junk are still blocking most of them. So first, we'll look at this corner. There's the door, and when you walk in, these are all my cupboards. This is going to be used as an emergency backpack. So like class rosters, procedures for lockdowns, fire drills, all of that nonsense. And it'll also be what I take on field trips if we have any. And in here I have teacher type stuff and miscellaneous storage items that, you know, are currently empty. I have a lot of storage space in my room, so I'm just utilizing it any way I can. And down here are some of the math manipulatives and things like that. And then we have these ones on this side. Down here, I have more math manipulatives. And then up here, some school supplies, some more mathy stuff, supplies, coloring books. There's 2 beach balls there. That one has multiplication problems and the other has division problems. I don't know if I'll be able to use those this year because of COVID and touching things. Those dry erase pouches, that's actually dojo dollars that I made for last year. I haven't decided if I'm going to use that this year or not. Those are some math workbooks and things. That is a yoga ball for flexible seating. Those are 2 wobble seat things, cushion things. Whiteboards, random stuff, file folders, pretty random cupboard. And I kind of covered my bookshelf, but this is more math manipulatives, calculators, whiteboards, rulers, various markers. That is my turn-in bin. This black crate is going to be my mailboxes. That's a box of tissues right now. This table is not going to go here. It's just sitting here for right now. It has my clipboards on it for right now, but they won't stay here. This table is actually going to go right here, kind of under this blackboard. This file cabinet is not mine. It needs to be removed to a different teacher. It's full, so it's really heavy, so I'm not gonna do that. I guess we'll continue this way. Like I said, these are all books and stuff. Obviously those chairs are not gonna stay there, nor is that little whiteboard. My calendar is gonna go on this bulletin board somewhere. These, I mentioned in my last video, are cubbies, and those 2 doors are full of more cubbies, so all in all there are 20. Those are going to be for the students, but I'm not sure what of theirs yet. This is what the doors look like when they're closed. That's what it looks like when they're open. I haven't gone through any of that science stuff yet, so I actually can't close those doors right now. That stuff is in the way. But I'll show you what is in here for right now. Those 2 totes are all of my personal books that I'm really just not going to get into at all before the start of the year. All of these are leveled books L through Z, and that's a bunch of picture books if the kids feel the need to look at those. I'm just going to leave it with what we have at the school for this year until I can get my life together. That's like old worksheets and stuff. I just kind of shoved it there. Book bins that I have no idea what I'm going to do with yet. Tools, electrical cords, glue gun, random stuff like that. These 3 drawers are empty because I have so much built-in storage in this classroom. I just don't know what to do with them, if I even need them. All of those are chart papers, playground balls, what are those called? Yardsticks. I have this giant roll of brown paper. I have no idea where it belongs, where it came from, what people use it for. I'm probably not going to use it. This circular table, I think, is going to go in this corner, but we'll see. And on it are privacy-like dividers, whatever you call them. And there's apparently stuff in my writing program, a pocket chart. This is my coat rack pocket chart guy. But actually, I hope this other piece is at home in my garage because it doesn't work without another metal bar in this side. And then I have these cabinets, which I was very sad to find are also cubby style. So, I don't know. I have to make do with what I've got. But so these are my cubbies. I just shoved it with school supplies. And then all of my desks and chairs, which I still obviously have not set up yet. And my teacher area, which you kind of saw me setting up. I put some magnets that I have from my previous classes and kids that I've tutored and things like that over on the side. A lot of junk just kind of sitting on top right now. I forgot actually that I haven't brought my refrigerator yet. So that's actually going to go over here, kind of tucked away in the corner, and I'll probably have to shove my desk that way a little bit for that. Just kidding about the refrigerator. I was very sad to find out that refrigerators are not allowed in my classroom at this school district. That was a pretty big change for me, an adjustment. I had a refrigerator in my classroom literally every year up until this past one. I mean, there's staff refrigerators and whatever. The closest one to my room was like directly down the stairs from my classroom, so it's not like it was a far walk, but the convenience was just not there. And then my drawers will maybe be next to my filing cabinet, actually, now that I'm looking at it. This filing cabinet is completely empty. I really don't want it or need it, but it's here for now. And that's all of my stuff. Also, LOL at this teacher toolbox. How come nobody told me that like Crayola markers don't fit in those things and Sharpies don't fit? Like, holy cow, was that a struggle. My Flair pens and Inkjoy pens don't fit straight on, only at a diagonal. I am not entirely seeing the hype about this. It's super cute and I want to love it, but it's stressing me out trying to figure out what I can put in there. So there's that. In this next clip I'm about to insert, I have set up the desks. If you remember, this is like pre-2020-2021 school year, so I am setting up for hybrid learning. We started the school year with 2 groups. Group A came on Tuesday, Thursday, and Group B came on Wednesday, Friday. Monday was a remote learning for everyone, and that was when we were able to meet with our remote learning students in person. Because there were no other kids in the school, most of those families were willing to bring their student in for an hour or 2 of the day for some like one-on-one tutoring and whatever. So here is what the desk setup looked like at the start of my school year. Here we have it. I will have Group A and Group B, so the blue sticky note group and the purple sticky note group. I'll have 7 kids in each group, so I need 7 pairings of desks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each purple sticky note is at least 6 feet away from each other, and same with the blue sticky notes. So we are satisfying the social distancing, so students will be able to take off their masks while they're at their seats. I also have 3 extra desks over there that I need to decide if I want to do something with or what. All right, the rest of this video is going to be me speaking over top of some pictures of my classroom. So first we have my classroom door. I put some white paper on the back, and the quote says, "This group of people, when they put their minds together, they can do something great." It's actually a quote from The Office. My classroom was The Office theme, so I went through the series and picked out some quotes that actually were meaningful, because there are a lot hidden in there, and that was one of them. And then on the little red circles is each of my students' names. Right when you walk in, there is the learning target and schedule board. It pretty self-explanatory. I have a spot where I wrote my learning targets each day for writing, math, and science, and then the date and schedule were on the right hand side of the board, and beneath that were my clipboards, tissue and hand sanitizer, and then some markers and math supplies on the bookshelf. In this clip you can see some of my The Office posters, and I had this side of my board that was still a chalkboard. I made my quote of the day. I was really ambitious about this and plan to change this literally every day. I had a teacher in high school who did that, and I thought it was cool, but man, a new quote every single day got real hard, so this got changed to a quote of the week board. Here is the back wall of my classroom. This is a quote that has been in my classroom for the past 3 years, back when I had a Harry Potter classroom a few years ago. It's an Albus Dumbledore quote. It says, "It is our choices that show what we truly are far more than our abilities." Next, I have my growth mindset poster. We did a whole lesson, or it was like a 2-day lesson thing on growth mindset at the beginning of the year. This is my information center. More things were added to it as the year went on. There's the calendar, my newsletter, and then their mailboxes and turn-in bin are right there as well. And then you can see part of my other whiteboard that had the homework list on it. This next picture, these next few pictures are not from the very beginning of the school year. They're a little further into the year. But here we have my classroom. I wish I knew when this picture was taken, because obviously you see there's something different here. The desks are all spaced apart. I believe they side to side are 6 feet apart here. And then we have barriers. Like that could be a replacement for 6 feet. So front to back, my desks did not need to be 6 feet apart. Because if they turned around, there was a barrier blocking them from another student. And then you can also see some more kind of decor items around the back wall closet things. On the right has my science vocabulary and key themes or whatever for whatever unit we were working on at the time. And on the right side is my math word wall. Some like figurative language posters. We did a fun little unit on that with all the 6th grade teachers. This is my whiteboard on the side of the room. I have place value chart, I guess, thing that has from millions down to thousandths with the decimal place. And then I have the divisibility rules banners up there as well, and addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division keywords for word problems. This back cabinet that you saw in the earlier clips that houses some books became my goals wall. This is another quote from The Office, from Michael Scott, to be specific. It says, "The only time I set the bar low is for limbo." And then we made these little goals, cards, I guess. They're modeled after file folders, but it's just printed on cardstock. I made it on Google Slides. And they set goals for themselves. All right, so there's a little overview of how my classroom looked right in the beginning of the school year for day 1, and then some snippets at some point in the middle of the year as well. My school year this last year, like I said, we opened up hybrid, so Mondays were remote for everyone. Group A was Tuesday, Thursday, and Group B was Wednesday, Friday. In about November, I think it was early November, we brought all of our kids back for 4 days a week. By all of our kids, I mean all of our hybrid kids. Some parents did opt to keep their kids fully remote for a while, but we had no more hybrid option. All the kids who were coming in person were all in the room at the same time for 4 days a week, Tuesday through Friday. Mondays remained remote for everyone because we did have such a large number for our whole school anyways, that opted to stay remote. So we kept Mondays for teachers to be able to really accommodate those students. And then the in-person students had remote learning assignments on that day. That continued until February or March, I believe. And then we got rid of the remote Mondays. All of the students in the whole school, except for I think it was like 2 or 3, came back in person. So the teachers who were teaching those couple of remote students were gifted an extra break time here and there throughout the week where they could meet with that student who was remote for one-on-one virtual tutoring. But we had all students back 100% 5 days a week in March-ish through the end of the school year, which was really cool. Of course, we had to be masked the whole day. We had our barriers and all of those things to stay as socially distanced and safe as possible. Overall, it was a tiring school year. It was tough, and with the hybrid learning, and as well as the gaps from the previous March. We didn't get through all the curriculum, unfortunately, but we made it. And I am super ready to start year 2 of 6th grade math and science. And this year, instead of writing, I'll be teaching social studies. So I'll be math, science, social studies. So I'm looking really forward to that. And yeah, I'm going to shut down this video now. It's probably super long at this point because I clearly don't know how to shut up. I hope that you stick around by subscribing. You can hit that red button right there. Like this video if you like this kind of stuff. Real classroom setup for this coming school year will be coming soon. If you are interested in any of that, like I said, please go ahead and subscribe, stick around. I'll also be leaving my Instagram name down below, which is one of us is teaching, just like YouTube. I'm going to try and be more active on there, just as I'm trying to be more active on YouTube. So thanks for watching if you stuck it out this long, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.